Welcome to Port St. Lucie, and this is Professor Tefero for lesson 3 of Sun Tzu Management Principles. And the principle we're going to look at today is the principle of knowing your competition's plan. Um, of course, you're not going to know every little detail of your competition's plan, but you have to put yourself in their position. Try and put yourself in their place and say, what would I do if I were this country or if I were this company? What would be my strategy? And then once you try to figure out what that strategy would be, then you can formulate your own strategy to combat that country or combat that company's basic plan. That's one principle that I want you to understand for this evening. The second principle is do not ignore numbers. Numbers are extremely important. For example, you could have the greatest plan in the world, but if you have only 1,000 soldiers and your competition has 100,000 soldiers, you're going to lose that battle. So you have to understand the dynamics of numbers and the weight of those numbers. Um, that is true in both military and in business situations. If you're greatly outnumbered somewhere in market share, um, you might be better advised to put those resources and to compete in areas where the market share competition is much closer. Um, if you have 48% of the market and your competition has 52% of the market, you have a good chance to gain control of that market with just 3% increase in your market share. So these are two principles that you should understand before you go into battle. And believe me, um, marketing sales is a battle. It's a battle right from the beginning. It's a battle no less or worse stressful than military battle. Of course, military battle can be extremely dangerous and you can die, but um, as far as economics are concerned, you can die the same way in a economic battle. So, the third principle that I wanted you to understand is make sure that there's total agreement and communication up and down your organization. You have to let your organization know right from the top to the very bottom what your strategy is going to be and how you're going to do it so that everybody understands and pulls together to get the task accomplished. And in that vein, you will be better prepared than your opposition. And that brings us to the final principle of this lesson, which is preparation. Uh, whichever team or whichever country or company is better prepared, that's probably going to be the um, the company or the country that's going to be successful. Preparation, um, good preparation, sometimes has an effect of gaining momentum that the other side cannot stop. If you're prepared, you know exactly what you're going to do. This is step one. This is step two. This is step three, and the competition doesn't know exactly what you're going to do next. So that's why being prepared usually results in a victorious situation. However, another principle is you cannot win every battle, you cannot win every war. Um, the object is not to win every battle. The object is to win the vast majority of battles. If you win the vast majority of battles, you will win the war. It's very seldom that you find, if you go throughout the history of war, that the armies that only won a few battles won the war and they lost so many battles that it didn't matter. Very highly unlikely, and I can't think of one example of that in history. Um, the same is true for companies and countries. If you win the majority of confrontations with other countries in negotiations, as one country is doing right now, I won't mention that big Asian country and the Western country that is just sitting back and watching all of these negotiations. I won't mention that country either. But there's a chance that the country that is better prepared will win most of these confrontations. So um, you're not going to win every battle. You need to win the majority of your battles, and then you're fine. And this is true economically, and it's true politically and socially and every other way. So be prepared. Make sure you're organized. Make sure everybody's on the same page in your company. Make sure you take the numbers seriously, and make sure that you do not extend the operation too long. Whatever you're planning on doing, keep it brief. If you have a marketing plan, the marketing plan should be no longer than 1 to 2 months. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, this is Professor Tefero from Port St. Lucie, and everyone have a happy and healthy night. Take care. Bye bye.